keep getting my money. They're paying me to be here. You paid to be here. I'm gonna stop talking to you because he's trying to get you to leave. Why are you angry with me? I don't want to see you. Okay, bye, baby. Bye. We'll see you. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Oh my God, here we go. I came on vacation. I don't got 30 minutes. If y'all want to spend being disruptive, I'm going to tell you that. Pull her hair! Girl, you got a big old ass. You think people scared of you? You better take that stuff on the house. Baby, they're gonna charge you for that. When you try to get off the boat, you see your little car, it's gonna be $50 worth of glass and shit with your dumb ass brother. Fuck out of here, man. You helpful. I was trying to do it, baby, but you don't understand. I'm from a really bad neighborhood. I know don't let the food taste food. Bitch, I was gonna hit you in the head to the mic. That's what I was gonna do. But I wasn't gonna be sick. Oh my God, here you go. You can't take some people nowhere.
What going on, folks? It's been a minute. So, you know I'm a stand-up comic and I work on cruise ships. So everybody and their mama been sending me their clip of the comedian that got into the altercation with the guests on the ship. So just wanted to get on here real quick, man, not only to address that situation, but to also give some insight on what it's like to perform on a cruise ship. Because ever since I've been doing it, a lot of comedians have been asking me what's the experience like. So first and foremost, I did see a follow-up video today where they were saying that the comedian got suspended, you know, from working on cruise ships. And I'll just say, after watching the video, I mean, man, the only thing that I feel like he probably did wrong, because he didn't get violent with the girl. Whenever you heckle, whenever you yell stuff at a comedian, man, we the ones that's amplified. You get what you get. You can't talk shit to a cop and then be surprised when you end up in the back seat of the patrol car. But in my opinion, he said something to the effect of, I'm getting paid to be here and you paid to be here. Which is kind of talking down on everybody in attendance, because cruise ships can be very expensive. And it depends on the cruise line you on, the time of the year, the place you go. It's a lot of factors that contribute to the cost. But for the most part, I be meeting people on ships that didn't pay $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $7,000, depending on how many people with them or whatever. So the last thing you want to do is remind somebody how much their vacation cost them, because you don't know what these people went through to fund that vacation. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to put that in their mind, because now that could take them from party mode to pissed off mode real fast. So that was something that I probably wouldn't have said myself. Now, cruise ships are fun. Don't get me wrong. I meet some people from all over the world, build relationships with people. It's a cool way to build a fan base, especially in that area where your port to call was. Because think about it. If you fly into Boston and you taking a ship from Boston, most of the people from that area are going to be from Boston, New York, Rhode Island. So it's a good way to establish some fans. And that way, when you go back to Boston, people from those surrounding areas will come see you. It's hard work. It's fun. You get to eat. You get to go get off the ship and go see, the different countries and different ports. It's fun, but it's hard work. I've never been heckled as much in all my 14 years of doing comedy on land as I have been in these last few times that I performed on a cruise ship. You got to think about it. If you on land and the show started at 8 o'clock, yeah, it might be a 2-drink minimum, but them drinks are so expensive. So the odds of somebody getting slapped drunk in the 8 o'clock start and by the time you get on stage is very slim. Now, if you're the headliner and you going an hour and a half into the show, yeah, your odds are increased. But if the show started at 8 and you on stage at 8:10, you ain't dealing with just obnoxious drunk people. On a cruise ship, most people got a drink package. The drink package enables you to drink as many drinks, some cruise lines, as you want throughout that day. And to be honest with you, for most people to make it even worth buying, because the drink package can be expensive. You're talking about upwards of $100 a day. So for most people to make it worth their while, they going hard. I'm talking about they drinking as much as they can. So now, come showtime, 8 o'clock that night, you got somebody in the audience that's been drinking Jack and Coke since 7 a.m. You got somebody in the audience that's been taking shots all day, drinking mudslides all day, whatever. So you dealing with people who have been drinking all day, and now you expecting them to sit and talk to you? I mean, sit and listen to you? Yeah. Also on the ship, you deal with certain things like people just seeking attention. You got people that be on board that's just obnoxious to everybody. They in the casino being obnoxious. They in the buffet being obnoxious. You think they finna tone it down at your comedy show? My thing is, when I've gotten heckled, I've only gotten heckled during the clean show. So you got to be real strategic of how you handle that, because you got kids in the audience. So you can't just go off, oh, mother. Man, I was on a ship going from Boston to Bermuda. I'm doing the opening show one night. That opening show is the toughest one because it sets the tone for the rest of your shows. If you got 4 shows and your opening show go bad, people on that ship talking. They talking every day. They talking in the buffet. They talking all around the ship at the pool. Hey, what you been doing? Oh, we went to see the comedian. How was it? Nah, he was all right. That might affect your attendance. But I'm doing the welcome show. I'm in the middle of a joke. I had just told a joke. Joke hit. Bam. Boom. Big laugh. Somebody just yells out, "You suck." Now, the thing that I had going for myself at the time, I'm only like 7 minutes into a 45-minute set at this time. And luckily, I had been rolling. All the laughs had been consistent. So the audience was on my side. They pretty much let out the old shut up to that guy. But this the clean show, so I had to be strategic. Come to find out, I pretty much just flipped the joke that I had just told on him. You know what I mean? Got a big laugh. And I told him, I'm like, bro, if you're not enjoying yourself, just leave. And he ended up leaving. But come to find out, as the week went on, I'm seeing people around the ship that was there for that, and they had run into the same guy. This dude had told them, oh, man, I really didn't think he was bad. I just was trying to be included in the show. You got people who will wear crazy looking t-shirts. You got people who will wear the same outfit, like 8 of them, and come sit in the front row, because now comedy is in a place where a lot of the clips and things online is all crowd work based. So people think that's what comedy is. But you got comedians like myself who sit down and I pen jokes. I take premises and I really work on the craft of joke writing. So I got jokes when I get on stage. I don't want to spend 45 minutes making fun of you and your grandmama's stupid haircut. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, the people around you get to enjoy that better. What about the people way up in the top of the auditorium? They don't see what I'm seeing directly in front of me. So that's what makes it hard. Also, if people like your set, they gonna come to every show. Now, granted, it's a lot of things you can do on a cruise ship. But, I mean, how many times these folks really going to the casino? How many times they really going to see the Broadway show? That's pretty much the same thing every night. They coming to the comedy show. The comedy show is one of the highlights of being on a cruise ship. I mean, I have so many people, when they meet me, they go, oh, man, I can't wait to the show, bro. Like, we've been looking forward to this all week. Man. But I tell the comedians that ask me, how is it? I tell them, just keep writing. You want to develop as much material as you can for that point. Because if people like you, they're going to come to every show. Now, granted, you might can tell a joke 2 or 3 days in a row and it worked, but I guarantee you that laugh that you got on night 1 ain't going to be the same as the laugh you get telling it the 3rd time. So that was one thing that I learned this year doing cruise ships. I mean, I'm out there you only really need about an hour and a half or so, maybe 2 hours to meet the quota to perform, because some ships, each ship is different. All the schedules are set by the cruise director. So some ships I'm on, I do 2 adult shows and 1 clean show. Some ships is 1 clean show, 2 clean shows, 1 adult show. You never know, but you just got to be prepared for everything. But to wrap this video up, and they do have a no fraternizing clause that, I mean, you know, I ain't ran into a chick yet on a ship that's been fine enough to make me jeopardize the money that I'm making just so I can go to her cabin. I guess maybe that's the mature. The Lord knew what he was doing. Let me do these cruise ships when I was mature, because when I was 25 in the game or 30 in the game, I might not have been this mature. I might have took that risk. But now, baby, I appreciate the offer, but I'm finna go down here and go to sleep. But yeah, I think that to wrap this video up, I don't really agree with the guy getting suspended, but it's really so the margin of error is so slim when working on a cruise ship. I totally get where the cruise lines was coming from. But yeah, now should the passenger have thrown a glass at him? Hell no. And come to find out, I think she got put off the ship at the next port of call also. So at the end of the day, it's a lose-lose for everybody, man. You got a comedian now that's possibly messed up a stream of income for himself, and he can probably work other cruise lines, but that specific cruise line itself, he might be done with, or it might take him a while to get back in their good graces. And you got a passenger that probably put herself on the no-sale list also. So in the end, people, if you had a cruise show, if you had a comedy show on a cruise ship, man, if you don't like the material, just get up and leave. Ain't nobody holding you hostage. Just get up and leave. But I don't see how people that sensitive continue to still go to comedy shows. That beats me, because it's freedom of speech. This is the last true art form that gives you freedom of speech. So that's my 2 cents, man. If you're in Atlanta, come check out a comedy show. And if you're into the cruise game, I hope to see you on a cruise ship soon.